So this is turn 4, December 7th, 1941 at night. And it's the first night turn in the game. There's no Japanese landing phase during the night turn, and there's no American fight activation chits. But the US player will still have movement activations, and the Japanese have both. They can move and fight. So we'll take a look at what happens. So during the American activation phase, the 25th Infantry, which is the ones that you can see in the picture here in the lighter green, continue to move toward Honolulu. You can see they have a defense set up in Honolulu, but they really make limited progress. The units in the mountains, which are at the very bottom of the picture, are paralyzed there, but they are still blocking some of the Marines. And then in the northern part of the map, you can see the U.S. Marine Corps is continuing to move east, trying to get into the action. And off map, off the picture, the 24th Division, which is the darker green, are trying to continue shifting, but they're so far away. And they do have a unit deployed at Hickam Field to defend that from a potential attack. And several of the 24th Infantry Division's companies move into the naval yard at Pearl. Then we take a look at the Japanese combat phase. So during the combat phase, the Japanese commander of the Marines decides to attack the American infantry that are in the mountains there, and they're blocking that road, and the Japanese had the Americans surrounded, but the defenders have a terrain advantage. They have a 2-column leftward shift for terrain on the combat results table. And so they get lucky too, because it's a night combat roll, so that's not beneficial. So the attack's going to actually be launched at 1 to 2 odds, despite the superiority of the Japanese force. And consequently, the Japanese player loses 4 steps. So that did not go the way he wanted it to. During the Japanese movement phase, the army, which is the orange units, continue to move toward one of the Honolulu hexes, and there's a large force that has outflanked the outskirts of Honolulu. And then several of the Marines have tried to pin down that stubborn American unit in the mountains, but the rest have decided to just outflank them and head toward Honolulu. So I would say that overall things didn't go very well for the Japanese in their first attempt at night fighting, but this does bring turn 4 to a conclusion, and day 2, December 8th, is set to begin. So if you'd like to see what happens on the next turn, please stay tuned. Have a great day.